Port Hueneme Water Agency regular meeting. I'm calling this meeting to order. The time is now 4 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday, February 18th, 2025. Madam Clerk, can you please take roll?
Member Hernandez.
Here.
Member Lopez.
Here.
Member Thomas.
Here.
Ex officio member Kendall Lelson. Vice Chair McQueen-Lejeune.
Here.
And Chair LeBeau.
Here. We'll now hear public comments. Comments are limited to 3 minutes. Madam Clerk, does anyone have any public comments?
No public comments.
Thank you. Okay, now turning to our agenda. May I have a motion and a second to approve today's agenda?
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, can you please take a vote?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none, motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. Okay, item A on our agenda is the OSA's office for 2025 PHWA board appointments. I believe we all have a copy of those in front of us.
Yes, and I'm going to go down to the podium to read them to you. You can just repeat back after me, and then.
Thank you.
So I state your name,
I,
Michael LeBeau.
Lopez.
do solemnly swear
do
solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that
I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against
Against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and to the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or
or
purpose of evasion,
and I will well and faithfully
and
and
that
I
I
will
will
well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon
upon
which
which
I'm
I'm
about
about
to
to
enter.
enter.
Congratulations. And you can go ahead and sign the paper in front of you, and I'll pick it up at the end. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, item B on our agenda is the election of Port Hueneme Water Agency Chair. Madam Clerk, can you please conduct the nominations for chair?
Okay, the floor is now open for nominations. Does anyone have a nomination for chair?
Well, whose turn is it? I've had my turn.
So right now it would be a city representative. So if there's a city representative that anyone would like to nominate for chair.
And so our practice has been, and it's always up to the board whether to follow and continue the practice, but the practice has been to rotate city and district representation as the chair. And so if we followed that rotation, it would be a city representative this time around.
Is that the desire of the
I think so.
board
Sure.
to do that?
Sure.
Lee? Okay.
I nominate Laura Hernandez.
Second.
Okay.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none.
Oh, any discussion?
Oh,
Wait a minute, that's not fair. Yeah.
did you want discussion?
Well, I was just going to say thank you for bestowing confidence in me being chair. I was going to nominate Jess because it's a good training ground for being, mayor. So, but nonetheless, I'm sure you'll have other opportunities. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Congrats to Chair
congratulations.
Hernandez.
Chair Hernandez.
You may now conduct the remainder of the meeting. I will change seats.
We'll wait, and then right after you do vice chair, then we'll switch, so you can do it all at once.
Got it.
All right, we'll now proceed with the election of Port Hueneme Water Agency Vice Chair. Do you want to conduct these, or do you want me to do that? Okay, so I will now open the floor for nominations for Vice Chair. Do I have Any nominations?
I'll nominate Member Thomas.
Second.
Okay. Any comments?
Yes, just one. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. May we do the roll call, please?
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none, motion passes unanimously.
And congratulations, Vice Chair.
Thank you.
Would you like to say a few words?
No, it's not at this time. Thanks.
All right, we're going to change seats now. Which one do you want to use? Do you want to use this one or that one? Okay. Okay, everybody comfy cozy? All right, let's move on. We are now at the consent calendar, and we'll consider items on the consent calendar which will be enacted in one motion unless an agency member has a request to remove an item for discussion. May I have a motion and a second to approve our consent calendar?
Move to
Motion
approve.
to approve.
Second.
Okay. So we have Director McQueen Lejeune, who made the motion, and a second from Michael. Michael, I forgot your last name.
LeBeau.
LeBeau. Okay.
Okay.
First I forget seeing you out in public, and then I forget your last name. Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none, motion passes unanimously.
Thank you all. This brings us to our business items. Item number 5 is the water tank dive inspection report. Will staff please present the report?
Thank you, Chair Hernandez. Good afternoon, PHWA Board. So the item before you is a water tank inspection report. This is just a receive and file report, but I just wanted to come up and give a quick update on and kind of summarize the report. It's kind of lengthy, and then I'll talk about next steps and how we're going to get this project completed. So the report came back definitely better than what we're expecting. I know we talked about this project a few meetings back. In the report, it's pretty basic. They're just recommending doing a relining of the interior and exterior of the tank, and then also adding a interior ladder to the tank. So pretty straightforward, no major repairs, which we're kind of expecting. So that's gonna definitely keep the cost down on the tank rehab project. So what they'll do, they'll come in, they'll sandblast the interior, exterior of the tank, install the ladder, and then come back and shoot and reline the interior and exterior of the tank. This project, a tank this size will probably take about 3 months. So the tank will be down for about a 3-month period. And the reason is it's a very detailed, there's a lot of prep work and a lot of cleanup that goes with the tank rehab, being that it's a drinking water tank. Everything has to be done in a certain fashion, and it's got to be done according to AWA standards. So kind of next steps. The first step was this inspection report. Next will be design. So I have a design meeting this Thursday with our consultant. The design should be pretty quick, hopefully six to 8 weeks. Once design is complete, we'll get ready to go out to bid, and then construction will follow that, but that won't be until next fiscal year. So in our current budget, we did budget for design for this fiscal year, which we will complete. And like I said, next fiscal year, we'll go into construction. And typically a tank this size, they're saying the cost will probably be between $200,000 and $300,000 to rehab this tank. So with that, I know a few meetings back, Director Hernandez or Chair Hernandez had asked if we could share the video. We do have that today.
good.
It's about a 5-minute video. So we'll go ahead and play that, and then I'll take any
This is a
questions
dam
after that.
inspection for Port Hueneme. It is a 600,000 gallon storage tank. As you can see, the roof is heavily rusted. This tank is a candidate to be relined. The shell and floor are heavily blistered, but please see the report for further details and recommendations.
Wow. I guess while we're going through this, do you want to take questions? Can we
Sure.
take questions? Does
Sure.
any agency members have questions for staff? We'll just take questions at this time.
Dennis, I was gonna ask, when was the last time this type of work was done?
So the plant went online in 1998. There's been one tank rehab, that was in 2013. So this will be the second rehab. Yeah.
Anyone else have questions?
What's the lifespan of the tank?
They recommend rehabbing it every 10 years. That's kind of normal. So it's definitely due. So it's been, again, the last rehab was done in 2013, so.
Is the coating also applied to the top of the tank?
It is. It is.
Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause
they'll
it looks like-
sandblast the whole roof and rafter area and inside and out.
Director LeBeau, did you have a question?
I know we were kind of saw this coming when we had our prior meetings about this, and you had indicated that this is kind of not as problematic as we were maybe concerned that it could be the case. When you say that rehabbing it's every 10 years, I mean, is there a concern that 10, 15 years, what's the real life expectancy for this tank in general? Like, is there going to be much more substantial work in the future, do you think, or?
No, if we tackle it and we get ahead of it before there's any major construction needed, I mean, we can stay on top. I think the issue is the rafter tails. If you don't rehab it in time, you're gonna have to kind of reconstruct the whole roof of the tank. So being that we're kind of getting on it a little earlier before there's any major issues, the lifespan it's hard to say, but I really don't have a year, but I think just rehabbing, the timing that we're doing it, I mean, I don't know if it could last forever, but I would say at least another 30 years we could get out of it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
So what we're watching right now is the diver going through with the camera?
Correct.
And- How long did the inspection take?
It took about 2 hours.
So during the 3-month period when the tank's inoperable and they're doing all the work, we're going to be able to provide just straight pump pressure?
Yeah, so the staff recommendation at that time, and I'll come back before we go out to bid, but the recommendation will be to go on United Water Direct. So the TDS is slightly higher. It's a harder water, but it's potable. It's good water. It's the water that fed the city for years before the plant went online. We have another option of going on Cayugas for 3 months. I wouldn't recommend that. That would be, I mean, the water purchase for PHA would be close to $2.5 million
Oh my goodness.
just for that 3-month period. So staff's recommendation will be to go on United Direct.
Okay.
And that will be, there's capacity there. There won't be any supply issues with that. So that'll be our recommendation.
Any more questions or comments?
So nothing else was compromised besides the seal, like the coatings?
Correct, correct.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't have any other questions.
Thank
Right.
you.
I have one more.
Okay.
Dennis, as this work is being done, is there the potential of additional work that might be uncovered that could be needed?
Possibly, there could be some
Anything else?
minor,
Just
Raft-
minor?
yeah, rafter tail work, but if it is, it'll be minor. But there could be some more repairs once they start sandblasting and really getting into it. But these guys are pretty good. They do this on a daily basis, and they really know what they're looking at. So if there is anything, it'll be minor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anybody else? City
If I
manager?
can just, and I was gonna stall for time, but I was just gonna say, I think the good news is, I think the inspection came back better than we had feared, and that we don't see anything major. So I think I just wanted to highlight that, it's not very often with public projects anymore that you actually get good news that it might be less than you feared, but this was one of those cases. And then I think just the doing the regular maintenance and not waiting until we had problems, I think was a key to that as well. So thank you, Dennis.
Thank you, Dennis. Do we have a recommendation? This is a receive and file. I'll entertain a recommendation, a motion and a second.
Move to receive. Second.
Madam Clerk, take the vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none, motion passes unanimously.
Thanks again to you and your staff, and thank you for bringing the video. It's just really nice to see, visually what we're dealing with, so appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Okay, is this next item yours as well?
Yes.
Okay, this is the appointment to the Association of Water Agencies of Ventura County Board of Directors. Mr. Martinez, you want to go ahead and present the report?
Sure. So AWA was formed in 1976. It's basically a forum that was put together to bring together council members, water agency members, policymakers, kind of just keep them up to date on water issues, but specifically in Ventura County. So they go over issues, they talk about drought, water conservation, emergency response, kind of coordination stuff. So they meet every other month. The first meeting was in January, the next meeting will be in March. Going back to last year, Director Bobby Martinez was appointed a member at large. With him not running for re-election, I believe Chair Hernandez was put into the member at large position. So today we're looking to fill the alternate role for AWA. So with that, I'll go and turn it over to Chair Hernandez.
Okay, what time are these meetings held? I get various requests, invitations to AWA meetings.
So these are held at 3 p.m.
Okay, that's
Yes.
right, all right. So, are there any nominations for alternate to attend? These are Thursdays, right, at 3
Correct.
p.m.? Was it the second Thursday, first Thursday?
It is the first Thursday of every other month.
Okay. Any nominations? And these are held where? What location?
At United Water on Lombard Street in Oxnard.
And are they available on Zoom?
They are.
Okay.
They are.
Anybody interested in serving as alternate?
I was just gonna say, I believe I'm the AWA representative for the district, so I don't know if I can kind of overlap or if it needs to be a separate
Yeah.
person.
Can he wear two hats? No?
Okay, so I'm out.
All right. Sean, are you interested?
Yeah, I was gonna offer, one
Okay.
of the benefits I have is, I don't know everybody else's situation, but I'm retired.
Mm-hmm.
So Thursday afternoon, 3 o'clock is easy,
Okay.
so I'm more than happy. Is it okay that both of us are from the district?
Yes, who are you representing?
Beach
He's rep-
district.
Beach
He represents
District.
the district.
I think that's fine, because you'll be representing this agency,
Yeah,
this board.
that's fine.
Okay, wonderful.
I would nominate Member Thomas.
Okay.
Second.
We have a motion and a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none, motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. And thank you, Mr. Thomas. Appreciate
You're
it. All right, we're now at agency member reports, comments, and requests for future agenda items. I'd like to remind agency members that all requested items will require a motion, a second, and a majority vote to be placed on the future agenda. Does anybody have any reports, comments, or requests for future agenda items? Hearing none, we'll go ahead and adjourn the meeting. It is now 4:19. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you. Thank you.